Hello everyone and welcome back to Prestige Reef. When I speak to people about why they left the hobby, one of the most common reasons I get is pests. Well, today we're going to look at one of the most successful organisms to enter our tanks and how to get rid of it, the Aiptasia. That's not all though. Those of you that follow me on Facebook and Instagram will have seen that once again I've purchased a new fish. Why not take a guess in the comment section below now as to what I got and see if you get it right later in the video. Right, back to Aiptasia. Now I'm fortunate enough that I don't actually have any Aiptasia, therefore I need to borrow one from a local fish shop for the purpose of this video. This isn't just any Aiptasia though. As you know, Indonesia has only just reopened, so this might be one of those rare exclusive Indonesian Aiptasia which we haven't seen in the hobby for years. If you give it a fancy name and a high price tag, someone will buy it. Trust me. Unfortunately, the survival rate of Aiptasia has led to them being one of the most common pests which have plagued hobbyists for years. The reason for this success is because they're incredibly adaptable and can thrive in a whole range of different conditions, and their ability to regenerate from the tiniest piece of tissue is remarkable. They are a type of anemone, and under the correct conditions such as an excessive feeding regime, they have the ability to multiply out of control, where they sting both your delicate corals and ruin the aesthetics of your tank. It's ironic because when beginners are unaware of what they are, at first they are usually fascinated by this tiny anemone appearing on what usually is their brand new barren aquascape. I have a zero tolerance policy towards them, and any coral seen with them in the shops is off limits. The same applies to live rock. If you get a brand new piece of live rock and you discover that you're unlucky enough to have won the hitchhiker lottery, take the rock out and chip off the piece which has the pest attached. Prevention is better than any cure. If however you already have an infestation, this advice isn't much use to you, therefore you have to look at other methods of removal. There are all sorts of home remedies to killing Aiptasia, which include everything from boiling water to laser beams. However, the majority of them have the same issue, where the anemone retracts into the safety of the rockwork and you can't get to it easily. Peppermint shrimp and copper bands are also another option. However, not all of them will eat Aiptasia, and more often than not, the shrimp will become lazy when there is a plentiful supply of other foods on offer, and copper bands have a very low survival rate. This is where Red Sea's Aiptasia X comes in. Aiptasia X is a unique formula which is designed to stimulate a feeding response and to be fed to the anemone, which stops it from withdrawing. These anemones have a habit of essentially releasing lots of baby Aiptasia when they're stressed, which means quite often, when trying to eradicate them, the Acris can do more harm than good. You kill one, and lots more appear in other areas of the tank. The package says it's completely reef safe and won't harm your corals. However, it's probably wise to be as careful as possible when using any products like this in your tank. Before using it in your system, turn off all methods of flow for a few minutes to allow the water to become as still as possible. This will stop the thick solution from being blown around your tank and will maximise its effectiveness. All you need to do is shake the bottle, attach the needle to the syringe. There are two needles, one straight and one curved to make it easier to get to some of the harder to reach places. Slowly move the tip of the needle towards the centre of the Aiptasia. At this point, it's best to have a small amount exiting the tip so that the Aiptasia can sense the food and will eventually close its tentacles over the needle. Keep pushing gently on the plunger, filling the mouth and then spread the solution over the entire anemone to ensure no larva can be released. And then you're done. Make sure you flush out the needle to ensure it doesn't get clogged between uses. Slow and steady appears to be the key to ensuring you can effectively sneak up on your prey and kill it with kindness. Larger, healthier Aiptasias may survive the original dose, so another treatment may be needed. As with all pests, dealing with them immediately is far better than finding a cure for a mass outbreak, so if you find one in your tank, act now. Back to what you've all been waiting for. At the start of the video, I mentioned that I purchased a new fish. This is a blue assessor. You don't see them that often over here, and is one of the fish which will have a permanent residency in the Red Sea tank. They are reasonably shy, however this one appears to be out all the time. What I will say though is they love to jump, as when I first introduced it, it tried to jump out 4 times, so I'm very happy that I've got a jump guard. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you did enjoy it, why not click that like button and subscribe to the channel? Have a good week, and I'll see you next time.